Hello students, I hope you are fine. This is Mr. Mahmoud. Today I'm gonna talk about the future tense. The future tense expresses something that may happen forward, okay? We have two forms, two ways to express the future tense. The first form is will plus infinitive, and the second form is be going to plus infinitive, okay? Be, we know that be, it may be, am, is, are. Yes, in talking about the future tense. So pay attention because we are going to differentiate between will and be going to. The first form is will plus infinitive. Yes, it has many usages. So the first usage is on the spot decision. What does it mean? It means a quick decision. Yes, a decision you have taken at the time of speaking, a decision you have taken at the moment. For example, it's very hot. What's the decision? I will open the window. So just concentrate. I will open. Okay. So we have another example. I'm thirsty. I will drink water. I'm hungry. I will eat. So these are decisions, okay, happened at the time of speaking. They are quick decisions. The second usage is promise. Yes, when you promise somebody to do something or not to do something, so we are going to use will plus infinitive. For example, I promise I will study my lessons. I promise I won't repeat that again. Want equal will not, okay? The third usage is factual situations. What are factual situations? Okay, situations that you are not going to stop. Like what? She will be 10 years old next month. He will be 17 the next year, okay? He will be 18 tomorrow, okay? So I can't stop that. So these are called factual situations. The fourth usage is predictions based on what you think, okay? Predictions based on what you think. It considers on what? It depends on what? It depends on your thinking only. You have no evidence for these expectations, for these predictions. I think Egypt will win the next match. Egypt hasn't started playing the match, so these are called predictions. But it based on what? Do you have an evidence? No. If you don't have an evidence, just use will plus infinitive. I think Ahmed will come late. I have no evidence that he will come late. So I think Egypt will win the next match. It's a prediction. But it based on what? It based on my thinking, my thoughts. It's an opinion. The fifth usage is the threat or the warning. How? If you want to threat somebody or warn him not to do something, okay, you can use will plus infinitive. For example, stop, don't move, or I will shoot. Yes, you threat him. Or if you want to warn somebody, okay, study hard or I will punish you, okay, do what I asked you or you will be dismissed out of the class, something like that. So when you want to if you want to threaten somebody not to do something or to do something, okay, use will plus infinitive. The sixth usage is the request. If you want something from somebody in a polite way, use will. Will you carry this bag for me, please? Will you help me do my homework? Will you plus the subject plus the infinitive. The seventh and the last usage is offer. When you offer something, don't forget we are going to use shall instead of what? Instead of will. So here is we understand that shall equals will, but here is we use shall with the subject to pronouns I and we, okay? So shall I help you do your homework? Shall I help you do your homework? Shall I carry this bag for you? It's an offer when you offer help for somebody. We have some verbs and expressions used only with will. We don't use them with be going to, like what? I think, expect, believe, be sure, probably, perhaps, certainly. Like what? I expect it will rain tomorrow. I have no evidence. I think he will get the full mark. I have no evidence. The same like believe, be sure, and probably, and perhaps, and certainly. So we have finished talking about will plus infinitive. So we can use will plus infinitive in talking about on-the-spot decisions, promises, threats, warnings, on the spot decisions, predictions based on what I can think of, okay, not what you can see, okay. You have no evidence for this. And there are some expressions and verbs used only with will plus infinitive, like what, think, expect, believe, be sure, probably, and perhaps, and finally, certainly. Let's move to be going to, okay. The second form of expressing the future is be going to plus infinitive. So concentrate here. Be. What's be? Yes, it may be am, is, are if I'm going to talk about the future. And it may be was, were if I'm talking about the past simple. It may be been if I'm talking about what, present perfect or past perfect. But here is be. It may be in this tense, in future tense, it will be am, is, are. So we use going to talk about predictions based on what you see. Wait here. So I talked about that in talking about will plus infinitive. So predictions, the same, but here is concentrate on the difference between the two usages. Talking about will plus infinitive, we talk about the predictions based on what you think. It's an opinion. But here is talking about going to plus infinitive. Yes, we talk about something I can see. So I have evidence for this. Just if I looked at the sky, okay, I can find it's cloudy. So the evidence here is cloudy. It's cloudy. So what's happening? What's gonna happen? So it's going to rain. Yes, don't say it will rain. Because of the evidence, just say it's going to rain. Another example, if I said she's pregnant, she's going to have a baby. Do I have an evidence? Yes. That she's going to have a baby? Yes. The evidence that she is pregnant. Another situation or another sentence, if I saw a car coming closer to somebody, I'm gonna say it's going to hit him. Do I have evidence? Yes. It's close to him. It's about to hit him. So the car is going to hit him. The second usage of using be going to is the plan. If you have a plan to do something, say be going to. For example, we are going to travel to London next month, and it may be an intention, okay? It may be an intention that you are going to do something, okay? Another example, we are going to we are going to build a house in the countryside, okay, next week. So this means that these are plans. I'm not going to say this haphazardly, okay, but I have a plan for this. So use be going to plus infinitive. I have finished explaining be going to, okay, so we can use be going to only in two cases. The first case, if I'm talking about plan, okay, something I have planned, or if I'm talking about a prediction, but take care, predictions based on what? Based on something that I can see, okay, so it's called an evidence, okay. What about the keywords of future tense? I'm talking about be going to and will plus infinitive. What are the keywords for both of them? Like tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, next Wednesday, whatever. Tonight, today, soon, in 2 days, in an hour, in 5 minutes, in 5 years, and so on. In 2050, 25, so it's a date, okay, it's about the future. But if I said in 2010, it talks about something happened in the past, so it's completely different. So in 2025, 26, in 2027, and so on. And the last keyword is in the future. So what about the negative? Well, it will be will not or won't. Well, it will be what? Won't. We have an example. Ahmed will help me. So it's gonna be Ahmed won't help me. And if I'm talking about is going to or are going to or am going to, we're going only to add not after am or is or are. I have finished explaining the future tense. I wish you understood. Just here is we have some exercises, okay, to make the lesson easier. Just concentrate with me. Number 1, I'm thirsty. I space drink water. So choose will, be going to, I'm going to. So just think for half a minute. Yup, the answer is correct. So we will choose well. Why? Because I'm talking about on-the-spot decision. It's a decision that I have taken at the time of speaking. So the right answer is well. Number 2, Steve will have a training course next Monday. Correct. So I think this is a plan. This is a plan. So we don't use will plus infinitive talking about the plans. So we use what? Just think. Yes, you're right. Steve is going to have a training course next Monday because it's a plan. Yes, Steve is going to have a training course next Monday. Number 3, Yara will be 17 next week. The sentence is correct, but I want the negative of the sentence. What the negative will? It will be won't, or will, leave a space and then not. So it's gonna be Yara won't be 17 next week. I hope you understood the lesson and see you in another lesson, and goodbye.